Today we will be discussing square wave potential. Now here the potential function is attractive rather than repulsive. So the potential function will be defined as Vx is equal to 0 for x less than 0, Vx is equal to minus V0 for 0 is less than x is less than a, and this is equal to 0 for x greater than a. Here is this diagram for potential well. This is x equal to 0, this is x equal to a, and depth is minus V0. This is first region, this is second region, this is third region. So here the depth of the potential well is V0 and it is between 0 and a, x equal to 0 and a. Now if a particle having energy E approaches this well from the left, according to classical physics none of the particle will turn back, but according to wave theory the particle will be reflected from the sharp edges at x equal to 0 and at x equal to a. Consequently there will be reflected and transmitted beam along with the incident beam. Now let us solve the Schrodinger equation. Schrodinger equation for the first region will be given by del 2 psi 1. Let wave function is psi 1 in first region, psi 2 in second region, and psi 3 in third region. So Schrodinger equation will be del 2 psi 1 upon del x square plus 2m upon h cross square e psi 1 this is equal to 0, del 2 psi 2 upon del x square plus 2m upon h cross e plus v0, since v is equal to minus v0, psi 2 this is equal to 0, and del 2 psi 3 upon del x square plus 2m upon h cross square e psi 3 this is equal to 0. Now the general solution of these equations will be psi 1 is equal to a1 e raised to power iota p1x upon h cross plus b1 e raised to minus p1x upon h cross, psi 2 is equal to a2 e raised to power iota p2x upon h cross plus b2 e raised to power minus p2x upon h cross, and psi 3 is equal to a3 e raised to power iota p1 x upon h cross plus b3 e raised to power minus iota p1 x upon h cross. Now p1 is the momentum of the particle in first and third region, and p2 is the momentum in second region. So we have supposed p1 is equal to under root 2me and p2 is equal to under root 2m into e plus v0. a1, a2, b2, a3, b3 are constant to be determined by the boundary condition. Now solution of equation number 1. The first term represents the wave traveling along positive x direction in the region, the incident wave, and the second term represents the wave traveling along negative x direction, that is reflected at x equal to 0. Same is the case in second region, but in third region there is no wave travels back from infinity in third region, so b3 will be equal to 0, and the solution of psi 3 will be psi 3 is equal to a3 e raised to power iota p1x upon h cross. Now boundary conditions, as we have seen earlier, the psi must be continuous at boundaries. So psi 1 is equal to psi 2 at x equal to 0, psi 2 is equal to psi 3 at x equal to a, and del psi upon del x must also be continuous at boundaries. So del psi 1 upon del x is equal to del psi 2 upon del x at x equal to 0, del psi 2 upon del x is equal to del psi 3 upon del x at x equal to a, and differentiating psi 1 and psi 2 we get del psi 1 upon del x as this, del psi 2 upon del x as this, and del psi 3 upon del x we will get as iota p1 upon h cross a3 e raised to power minus iota p1 x upon h cross. Now applying the boundary condition we get a1 plus b1 is equal to a2 plus b2, and a2 e raised to power iota p2a upon h cross plus b2 into e raised to power minus iota p2a upon h cross, this is equal to a3 e raised to power iota p1a upon h cross. Now applying second set of boundary conditions, del psi upon del x must be continuous, we get a1 minus b1 is equal to p2 upon p1 a2 minus b2, and a2 e raised to power iota p2a upon h cross minus b2 e raised to minus iota b2 a upon h cross is equal to p1 upon p2 a3 e raised to power iota b1 a upon h cross. Now solving these two equations, we get a1 is equal to a2 upon 2 into 1 plus p2 upon p1 plus b2 upon 2 1 minus p2 upon p1, and b1 is equal to a2 upon 2 1 minus p2 upon p1 plus b2 upon 2 1 plus p2 upon p1. Now solving these two equations, we get a2 is equal to a3 upon 2 1 plus p1 upon p2 into e raised to power iota p1 minus p2 into a upon h cross, and b2 is equal to a3 upon 2 into 1 minus p1 upon p2 into e raised to power iota p1 plus p2 into a upon h cross. Now substituting these values of a2 and b2 in these two equations, we get a1 is equal to this. This will be the value of a1, and this will be the value of b1. So a3 upon a1, from this equation we can say that a3 upon a1 is equal to this. Now calculating complex conjugate. So upon solving this, we get transmission coefficient as a3 upon a1 का square p1 upon p1, and putting this value of a3 upon a1, we will get the transmission coefficient. Clearly the transmittivity is less than unity. It indicates that some reflection has taken place. This reflection is due to wave nature of matter and is analogous to the reflection of sound waves from the open end organ pipe. Now if P1 is equal to P2, T is equal to 1, this is a natural, since this is the case when there is no potential well at all. However, this is one case in which T is equal to 1, and when P1 is not equal to P2, sin square P2 upon h cross is equal to 0, when or P2 is equal to n pi h cross upon A. Now these results can be understood as follows. The wave which reflects from the surface x equal to a arrives back at that surface from reflecting x equal to 0 with a phase shift of n pi. When it is interferes constructively with the next wave coming in, and consequently the transmitted wave is reinforced. Thus for certain wavelengths the transmission or transmission coefficient is unity. Thank you.